Hello and welcome to Cocktails with a Twist of History, your digital destination for all things cocktails. Well, it's winter and it's cold outside, but I want to talk about a summer cocktail, a tiki cocktail, a cocktail called the Hawaiian Sunset. It was created in the famous Aku Aku restaurant, created by one of the creators of tiki, Trader Victor Bergeron. This was in the 1930s. The tiki culture was inspired by the Polynesian culture, and it's an escape to a tropical paradise without leaving your neighborhood. The most famous of the Aku Aku bars was the iconic one at the Las Vegas Stardust Casino. This was in 1960 till about 1980. And it was known for its moai statues, which are those really big heads. By the way, the Aku Aku bar in Orlando is still open today. I've never been to that one, but I have been to the tiki bar in New Orleans called Latitude 29. That one was created by the great Beach Bum Berry, who brought a lot of the tiki culture back to life, and it was a really amazing experience. Before we continue, though, I want you to subscribe, I want you to like, and I want you to send a link of this show to somebody that you know so that they can also enjoy Cocktails with a Twist of History. Okay, so I have been talking way too long without a drink in my hand. Let's make a Hawaiian Sunset. This is a shake and drink, so we are going to need our cocktail shaker. This is one of the few tiki drinks that features vodka instead of multiple types of rum. It's also served in a coupe glass, which is this type of glass, instead of some of the bigger ones that a lot of the tiki drinks are made in. So we are going to use our vodka, and we are going to put in here a full 2 ounces of vodka. Here we go, 2 ounces of vodka. Let's put that in, hold on, and we have 2 ounces of vodka in there. Oops. Okay, now, this also needs something called Orgeat. Orgeat is an almond liqueur. Smells very almondy. We're going to need a half a ounce of. Now, the one that I have is a little bit white, like creamy. Some of them are not. I'm hoping this is not going to mess up the cocktail, but we will find out. And it requires a half an ounce of Orgeat. It is a little bit kind of creamy and thick, but it's good. Okay, now we are going to need a half an ounce of lemon juice and a half ounce of lime juice. Here I have them pre-made. There we go, lemon and lime. Now, we will need a Barspoon of Grenadine, which is a pomegranate syrup, but we're going to use that later for the bottom. In the meantime, we are going to put our ice in here. And here you can see, that's some big ice. It's all stuck together, but that is okay because it'll break apart when we shake it. The actual drink, interesting, again, not like most of the tiki drinks, is not served with ice in it, but hold on. And this requires a lot of shaking because you really want that kind of frothy bit to go on the top. We are going to close our shaker. Make sure you got your finger on there and shake, 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 shake. This does require a lot of shaking, we say. There we go. You're going to shake it extra just to make sure that we get it all nice and together. There we go. Let's see what we got going on over here. And here we go. That is a nice cocktail. Now what we are going to need is our grenadine. And the grenadine we are going to put on the bottom so that it is very slowly. Sometimes you'll do this with a bar spoon. I'm going to try it without, only because I want to make sure you can see it on the camera. We're going to put it on the side very slowly. You can see grenadine is very thick, so it's going to go on the bottom. kind of like a tequila sunrise kind of thing, but this is called a Hawaiian Sunset. And we're going to give this a little bit of a twirl so that you can see the red. And if you can see it, there we go. And it comes up just a little. And that is our Hawaiian Sunset. We are going to try it. Let's taste this. Ooh, very, very interesting. The almond really comes forward. Could use a little less almond even maybe, but it does, you know, the vodka doesn't give it the flavor. It's really coming from the almond and the lemon lime, which is just very nice. A couple of little pieces of ice, but that is fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. And it is a really nice drink. Very Tiki-esque, which means that it's tropical, it's cold, and it is just really nice. Because it has no ice, it will not dilute over time. But if we're honest, this is the kind of drink that doesn't last long. You're going to drink it quickly. So just be careful. Don't drink too many of them. Don't want anybody to get drunk, to get sick. That's not the point of our show. But it can be a very dangerous drink. So the fresh citrus plays very nicely with the almond orgeat, and the grenadine adds just that hint of depth, the color on the bottom, a little bit of sweetness, although the orgeat also is sweet. At least the one I have is sweet, but it really is just a nice drink. Like I said, you need to shake it a lot so the aeration can produce that light foamy surface. And it depends on your orgeat how foamy it'll get on the top. We spoke about Tiki in episode 16, and we said that the average worker in the early age of Tiki really wanted an escape, but couldn't go to one of the tropical places. They didn't have the means for the travel. And the Tiki bar restaurant served the whole family, and it was like a vacation without having to go too far. And that was really part of that success. In the 1930s, 1940s, then came World War II. After World War II, the soldiers who had been to the Caribbean, not the Caribbean, but the tropical areas in those islands off of Japan, so they understood what it was to go to these areas, really wanted their family to have sort of that kind of tropical experience, and so there was a little bit of a revival in the Tiki then as well. And like I said, it is just a delicious cocktail. Well, like always, if you know other pieces of the story, we want to know about it. You can put it in the comments, you can send it to us by email, or you can tell it to the bottle. We want to know. Also, please make sure to subscribe, please make sure to follow, please make sure to like, and send a link of the show to somebody so that they can enjoy cocktails with a twist of history. Thank you.